Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ. Those who are forgetful about their prayer. They're people of prayer, but they forget their prayer. إِذَا قَامُوا إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ قَامُوا كُسَالَى لَا يُرَاءُونَ النَّاسِ. When they get up to pray, they pray lazy. They pray lazy. And the Prophet sought refuge from laziness. أعوذ بالله من العجز والكسل. I seek refuge in Allah from incapacitation and laziness. Incapacitation is when you want to do something but don't have the strength to do it. Laziness is when you have the strength to do it but you don't want to do it. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And Allah says about these people, وَإِذَا قَامُوا إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ قَامُوا كُسَالَى. When they get up to pray, they get up lazy. They don't really want to pray. Adi ibn Hatim al-Ta'i said, I never heard the adhan except I was yearning for prayer. I never heard the adhan except I was yearning for prayer. The way to our humanity, if we want to leave this infantile state of anxiety and enter into a state of peace, the way is prayer. And this is why prayer is Imadu Deen. It's the pillar of the deen. And as an ummah, we have to go back to establishing prayer in our communities. We have to get up for Fajr. You see, the Muslims have to get up for Fajr. This is called mind over mattress. You see, you have to get up for Fajr. And I'll give you a good mechanism for not missing your Fajr. The first thing you do is recognize that Shaitan takes Bani Adam as a toilet bowl. And the toilet bowl is your ear. It even looks like a toilet bowl from one point of view. Now Shaitan, the person who doesn't wake up for Fajr, Shaitan urinates in his ear. That's what he does. A'udhu billah. Don't laugh. Wallahi, don't laugh. How many times in here, and you ask yourselves, how many times has Shaitan taken you as a toilet? How many times in your life so far? Because the Prophet only missed the prayer Fajr, we know, twice for tashriya, to show his ummah. وَرُبَّمَا يَفْعَلُ لِلْمَكْرُوهِ مُبَيِّنٌ أَنَّهُ لِلتَّنْزِيهِ. This is from our usul. Sometimes the Prophet will do something just to explain it to the people. You see, and it's actually qurba for him. It's drawing near to Allah. So how many times has Shaitan taken your ear as a toilet bowl? Now the next thing to remember, on the Isra and the Mi'raj, the Prophet ﷺ saw a group of people who had their heads smashed up against a rock, and then their skulls would come back together and they would be smashed again by shayateen. And he said, Ya Jibreel, who are these? And he said, كَانُوا يَتَفَاخَرُونَ عَنَ الْفَجْرِ. Those were the people that didn't really care about getting up for Fajr. So we have to become people of Fajr. And that's the first victory against Shaitan of the day. If you haven't won that victory, you've lost the battle already. Forget about the rest of the day. Because the Prophet said you'll wake up lazy, kasul, khabithun nafs, and foul in your nature. So forget the rest of the day. If you lose that first battle, Shaitan's got you. Forget the rest of the day. Which doesn't mean, no, make tawbah. Because inshallah, Allah accept your tawbah. And we have to establish our prayers on the time and become jama'at. Because the prayer in jama'ah is extremely important. So we want to learn humanity. Uns, insan is from uns. And uns is with Allah. And our uns with Allah, our intimacy with Allah is in prayer. It's called munajat. Intimate discourse with Allah. And our prayer should be together with other insan, with other Bani Adam, with other nas. And finally, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of nas, of humankind. Malikin nas, the king. Ilahin nas. Min sharri waswas al-khannas. Alladhi yuwaswisu fi suduri nas. Min al-jinnati wan nas. If you want to enter into a state of humanity, you have to reject your shaitan. You have to reject your shaitan. And the way to reject your shaitan is to seek refuge in Qabd al-Nas, Malikin nas, Ilahin nas. Rabb al-Nas, Malikin nas, Ilahin nas. Rabbu samawati wal ard, the Maliki yawmiddin, and the Ilah who is beyond any attribute. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين.